Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea. I hope everyone's having a great night. It is chilly, it's not raining, it's still good weather in Chicago. Um, I was actually going to wait till I finished straightening my hair to do this react to Amberlynn, but I was kind of anxious, so I wanted to do it now. And like I told you guys before, because she's doing better, I'm going to go ahead and go straight to her channel and I'm going to give her the view. Because a lot of times I like to watch her through Alex's Shook or through Bottle or through Kicking Geese, Justine. But she's doing well, so I don't mind giving her the view. I'm going to give her the view. So let's go straight to her channel. Give me a second. And then, all right, here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new Wednesday weigh-in video. Forewarning, this week has been bad. But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah. So continue watching if you guys want to know why it's been bad. I will be talking about my daily weigh-ins, how
That's always something, let's be real.
My week went in that regard. I'll also be answering your guys' 3 weight-related questions. So the first question is, do you ever feel detached from the scale?
Hear that? Because I can't really hear it. One second. Okay.
Currently, no. I feel like the scale has become my best friend, but also my enemy. And I know for some people that's like...
Okay, so I've never been to a weight loss doctor. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but I'm just curious. I think it's a little weird that she's weighing herself every day. Is that healthy? Are you supposed to do that? Um, I know I don't have any idea what I weigh. I know that when I do go to the doctor, I won't even look at the scale. I'll tell the nurse to please just write it down and don't tell me it, and I'll turn away. I don't want to know. I mean, or is that just me? I don't know. Weighing myself every day, I think I would go insane.
Like a bad way of thinking and seeing it, but I feel like the scale is just another one of my motivators. In the past, I was completely detached from the scale. I really feel like I went through a body dysmorphia moment. Like I would see the number on the scale and like I honestly couldn't process how big I was. But then if I saw myself in Eric's YouTube videos or if I saw myself in a picture or even...
Yikes, it was hard to see her like that. She's like, I mean, you just like see her like waddling to the dining room table, or you could just feel how uncomfortable she was too. I don't know. She looks very uncomfortable.
Even just like...
But she still does. I mean, she says she's lost weight, which whatever, don't care, but she just still looks so uncomfortable. Even just turning around when she's in the refrigerator and she's just turning around, she like has to totally waddle to face the counter. That cannot be fun.
Walking by a mirror, I was like, what? Especially when it was photos, because how I looked wasn't how I felt. So I feel like being detached from the scale had a big role in like the body dysmorphia part of me. I felt smaller than what I was, and I think that was detrimental to progress or any progress that I could have made, because sometimes I felt like I didn't have a problem. I was definitely completely delusional, and I'm just really glad I'm out of the delusional state. Next question is, do you exercise? I do exercise. It's not something that I have talked about. I think it's mainly because I didn't want to talk about it until I've been doing it long enough to talk about it. I know there have been a lot of times in the past where I'd like work out for like 1 or 2 days. I'm just like, oh my God, look at me, a gym rat. But I always ended up, quitting my little exercise moments. But this time I do exercise every day. My exercises consist of walking and stairs. I would like to show myself doing the stairs in an upcoming vlog. I think it would be motivating and inspiring for a lot of you to see, because again, there are a lot of you who watch my videos who are also the same size as me. And I just want to let you guys know that I
don't know how we would find this out, but I find that hard to believe. I don't know any 600-pound girls. 30-year-old 600-pound girls. I mean, I guess it's possible. She only has like 190,000 subscribers. I mean, I would be very curious to know how many of them weigh 600 pounds. Out of pure curiosity.
I come from a place of where I was practically...
If I'm talking funny, I bit my tongue earlier on this side, and it just kind of like, and now I find myself talking funny. Sorry.
Bedbound, couldn't even walk for a minute. And now I'm walking for 30 minutes at a time and doing 4 to 6 flights of stairs. Is it hard? Yes. Does it feel like sometimes?
I think she could have always done it. She was just so damn lazy. She is like the laziest human being ever. Perfect. I think she was always capable. Just freaking lazy.
I'm not going to make it out alive. Yes. But I do it, and the satisfaction afterwards feels amazing. I truly hope to just get better and better at this point. I notice the more I walk and the more I walk up the stairs, it all just becomes so much easier.
I mean, I think Amber is so like truly obnoxious and so arrogant, and she's full of herself. So I can't imagine how much more obnoxious and narcissistic she's gonna get once she actually does lose weight. Because she's insufferable. She's just an awful, crappy person. And in these vlogs, you can't really see it, but in her live streams, she showed her true colors. And she's a train wreck that I like to watch. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was watching one of her live streams from about 2 months ago with Becky, and I was like, holy crap, she really truly is a jerk. She's a freaking jerk. And Becky just sat there and took it. I mean, she's a jerk. Becky's a jerk too, but she just sat there and took it and took it and took it. Because if someone talked to me like that, no, not gonna sit there and take that. Especially some 600-pound girl that can't chase me anyway. So no.
I will say though, I hate exercising, but I do it and I'm motivated to do it. And I have people around me who are like supporting me and egging.
Who are these people? I just want to know who these people are. This is a girl who had such anxiety about COVID, and she was so scared of COVID and had anxiety about like meeting new people. And I mean, she didn't have any friends. Who are these new people? I call bullshit. I'm gonna make a sign like bullshit, bullshit. Hold it up every time Amberlynn tells some bullshit lie.
Me on and tell me you can do this. So as much as I hate it, I also love it. Does that make sense? Okay, so the last question is, do you feel audience pressure can sometimes mess up your weight loss progress? So I felt like this was a really good question. I feel like people's mental state can play a...
I feel like this weight loss thing is like something she's making up. I don't see it. I would love that for her. That'd be awesome, but I don't see it. I'm not alone in this. Because I've read many, many comments about people saying she doesn't look like she's lost any weight. A little bit in the face, but I think it's because she's wearing her hair down every day now. We don't see the poop bun. So, I don't know. I kind of call bullshit on the weight loss thing. I hope she does, but I don't know.
A big role in whether they lose weight or gain weight. I know for me, now that I'm happier, I feel like...
Does anybody else think it's weird that she has that astronaut picture behind her? Didn't she say like the whole moon landing was bullshit? I'm almost positive I heard her say that repeatedly. The whole moon landing thing was a lie. That's what she said. I'm going to look it up, but I know I heard her say that a few times. So then why have that there? I don't know.
Striving to lose weight has become so much easier. But back when I was super depressed, it was like losing weight was always put on the back burner. I was never like inspired or determined at all. I know I have a lot of different people following me, a lot of people who support me and love me, and a lot of people who hate me or just dislike me and the decisions that I've made in the past or present. But when I talk about this next situation, I am not trying to group you all together. I am just trying to group together the people who have made me sometimes question if I like truly hate myself. There has been situations and moments in my YouTube career, if you will, where the comments have mentally destroyed me. And during that process of me being Just,
I don't know. I find that hard to believe that somebody who's so full of themselves could let any comment get to them. I mean, she really does think her shit doesn't stink. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not in her head, but this is another one I call bullshit on. And if I had to guess, she's going to start crying because she's going to play the victim card. There's a pattern with this girl.
Super destroyed, for the lack of a better word. I turned to food. I felt super broken, and for some reason, food put me back together. Situations like that also happened when I was younger, like my parents arguing, choosing drugs over me being in foster care, feeling super alone, living with strangers in children's shelters, all of that.
Many people have really crappy situations. Many, many, many. You're 30. If you're going to keep playing that card, but willfully choose to not get help, I don't feel bad for you. I don't. You have the money, you have the means, you can go get help. A ton of people tell you that, but you just choose to sit there and play the victim card in front of the camera. And this is why people don't like you. You just use it so people feel sorry for you. And I find that a very strange emotion. I hate pity. I don't want anybody to pity me for anything. I really hate it. And this one can't get enough of it. Like, how many, if I had a nickel for every time she mentioned foster care, like, really? Enough. You're 30. Get your shit together. Go get help, or don't mention it anymore. I know I sound like an asshole. I know I do, but come on. At some point, we have to stop using, like, what happened when we were kids as an excuse for why we're such shitty human beings, and just put forth some effort to get better. It's not like you can't afford a therapist. You can. You just choose to do dumb shit with your money.
Also made me turn to food. I have very, very, very bad coping mechanisms, so I'm not blaming anybody, not blaming y'all, not blaming the rude comments, not blaming my parents. I am blaming myself.
Especially since you do not have to do YouTube. I could get off of here today and never, ever, ever look on YouTube again. This isn't the only job for you, Amberlynn, in the entire world. This is the easiest job for you, in my opinion. You choose this. There's nobody holding a gun to your head saying, you must be a YouTuber. You have to. No one's saying that. You're choosing this. Or how about this? Don't read the comments. Imagine that. But I think that her ego is just too much. She needs to read the comments because she needs to read the ones that say, oh, Amber, you're so pretty. Oh, Amber, your hair. Oh, Amber, your winged eyeliner, which I don't like, but whatever. She needs to hear those, but unable to find those, she has to read the crappy ones too. It's a double-edged sword.
Because when you get put in a situation, you need to learn how to handle that situation in healthier ways. So I feel like because I grew up not really coping in the right way, I still, as a 30-year-old woman, have very bad coping skills.
Okay, I'm speaking from experience. I went to therapy when I was a kid, and I also went to therapy as an adult. I went to therapy for, I want to say, about 3 years as an adult, and I haven't gone in probably, maybe 5 years, 5 or 6 years. The things that they taught me, the coping mechanisms that they taught me back then years ago, I still use today, because I want to be a better me, and I want to be better for my husband or my kids, my parents, for everybody. I just want to be better. And she willfully chooses not to do these things. There are a million options for her. She chooses not to take any of them, except to plant her ass in front of a camera and whine about it. That's what irritates me about her. It really does. It irks me. She has the means to do it.
And I know a lot of y'all see that, and that's why you guys constantly tell me to get a therapist, and don't worry.
Because you're annoying.
But to answer your question, yes, I feel like audience pressure and comments and the things that are said to me have in the past messed up my weight loss progress. But you know what? I'm not going to let that be a crippling thing for me anymore. I am going to use these hate comments, and I'm going to use the positive comments to continue to motivate me to better myself. Okay, so now time for the weigh-in. I am dreading this part. So before I get to the weigh-in, I know a lot of people believe in the Amberlynn cycle, and I want to let you guys know It's no longer a thing. What I am currently about to share.
It magically disappeared. No therapy or anything. It just magically disappeared. Yes, because that's how things like that work. That's how trauma and things like that work. They just disappear one day. You wake up and you say, they're gone.
You guys, regarding my weigh-in is strictly me.
Who cares about your weigh-in?
As a morbidly obese person with food issues, about to talk about the struggles. This isn't part of a cycle. This is just me opening up. I really would rather not open up, but I just feel like I owe it to you guys and to myself to be completely transparent in my weight loss journey here on YouTube. So last Wednesday on November 3rd, I weighed in at 504.0, and I would like to make it known that I do weigh myself completely naked, but when I was doing the weigh-ins for y'all, I was holding my phone. My phone usually weighs 0.4. So I am now officially going to be logging just without my phone since I no longer take pictures. And that's up to you guys to decide whether you believe my weigh-ins or not, because I know there's some people who don't believe in them, but after this weigh-in, I think you will start to believe me. Because if I was lying, I wouldn't want to admit to what I'm about to tell you. So November 3rd, I weighed in at 503.6, and on that day, I had 1,445 calories. Next day, November 4th, I weighed in at...
I'm just curious because she does the calorie counting. I know I said before that I would be bored to death doing the calorie counting. I'm just curious how many I take in a day. Because I think that 1,400 calories, that's not a lot. At all. I don't think.
403.2, which was down 0.4. That day, I had 1,565 calories. November...
I mentioned in another video of mine that it confused me, or I thought it was strange that she does the 0.4 or the point whatever so much. But then again, I don't have an eating I don't have BED, although I don't think she does either, because I don't think that she's ever really been diagnosed. I think she self-diagnosed herself. And she may very well have it. I don't know. Maybe that's part of that, that they're so like, they're meticulous with the 0.4 or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. So I shouldn't have spoke on that.
November 5th, I weighed in at 504.0, which was a 0.8 gain. And I was really confused. I kept asking myself, like, what is happening? So on Friday, which was November 5th, I did end up going to a friend's house where I told myself I'm going to stay on track. But it seems like whenever I'm hanging out with friends, like we do a lot of social eating, and the unhealthy part of my brain kind of gave into that. So I fell off track. November 6th, I did not weigh in because I was not home. I was at a friend's house, and again, I was off track. I ate fast food. I just ate junk, lots of sodium, and my body was truly not used to it, because when I stepped on the scale the next day,
not used to it.
It wasn't pretty. November 7th, I weighed in at 508.8, which was a 4.8 weight gain. I was so upset, but I just couldn't get my brain in gear. Ooh. So it was another day off track. I find it very hard to get back on track when I kind of veer off the path that I'm supposed to be on. It's frustrating. I know it's because fast food and takeout food can very, very much be addictive. So when I start giving myself those things, I wake up and the next day I want more. So on November 8th, I didn't weigh in because I'm
going to root for her. I don't want her to give up. If she really is genuinely losing weight, I wish I could tell her, get back on track, do it. I mean, don't let that throw you off track.
I was honestly scared. But that day, I ate 1,500 calories. The next day on November 9th, I weighed in at 511.8, which was another 3.0 weight gain. I have been trying to learn more about my body and really paying attention to what sodium and water intake does to me. So even though I was on track the day before with only 1,500 calories, the fact that I had so much junk and sodium the days prior showed up on the scale hardcore. So on that day, I had 1,890 calories. So today, November 10th, you guys, y'all, okay, this is pretty amazing. I weighed in at 507.4. So overnight, I lost 4.4 pounds, and I know exactly what happened. Not only was I back on track, counting them cows, I did my exercises. I did more stair flights than usual. But y'all, I drank so much water. This is gonna sound really bad, but I probably only drink about 2 cups of water a day. So I retain a lot of water, and having lymphedema causes even more fluid retention and water retention. So as someone with lymphedema,
and I don't know if that's, oh, maybe that's what it is. I don't have lymphedema, so maybe that's why she retains the water. I don't have that problem. I drink a shit ton of water and I piss a lot.
I need to be drinking a little bit more water. Yesterday, I decided my goal is to drink 8 cups of water. I drank 8 cups of water.
Easily do that.
And I peed all day. Again, this is not really something I want to admit to, but normally I pee when I first wake up, one time during the day, and right before I fall asleep. That's only 3 times.
What the hell?
Really bad. But yesterday, I could easily say I peed like 8
That's
times.
Freaking crazy.
It felt pretty great. So this week,
I don't know if I have a bladder the size of a lima bean or something, but I pee a hell of a lot more than that. What the hell?
I have gained 3.8 pounds. In total, I have lost 65 pounds. I've been getting a lot of questions of why do I use my highest weight as a starting point. About 2 years ago, I weighed 572.4. 5 months ago, I was 569. I was only 3.
I mean, does it really matter? Because I don't believe that anyway. I think that she was in the 600s, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if she really is losing weight, that's awesome. Good for you.
3 pounds away from my heaviest. So yes, that is my starting weight. If 569 was my starting weight from 5 months ago, then okay, cool. I'm down 62 pounds in total. So as I'm learning more about my body, which I have honestly been loving because I feel like it's a lot of self-care. When you learn about your body and your mind and the way that it works, I honestly feel like that's where more progress is coming from. So
I think you could have been learning this a long time ago if you just stuck with therapy. I mean, just saying.
For me, a big thing is sodium. As you guys know, I have been counting calories in a notebook, but I am actually going back to my Fitness Pal. The reason why is because I want to know my sodium intake. I'm also very curious about my protein, my fat, my carbs. And if you guys want to add me on my Fitness,
I have one of those walking thingies my sister gave me. Shoot, I forget what it's called. Fitbit? I think it's Fitbit. No, I don't remember. It's a thing that counts your steps. I'm gonna put that back on one day and see if I can do that too, like put my calories and all that good stuff in it. And I want to do it too. I'm just curious now.
Pal, you always can. My name on there is Hello Honeydew, HELLOHONEYDEW. I'm sure you guys know how to spell that, but you never know. So honestly, my only goal for this week, drink more water, keep exercising, count them calories on my Fitness Pal, and I want to reach my lowest weight. So it would be like a 502 moment. If it was a 502.4, that means
I was just gonna say she was less obnoxious in this, and then she had to say the word moment. Amberlynn, I really wish you would just stop. I mean, stop. You're 30. You go on and on about all the books you read. Learn new adjectives, please. Moment.
I would be exactly down 70 pounds, and I'd love to be able to come on here and tell you guys that. In the past, if you guys have been watching me long enough, you know that I would give up.
If for nothing else, it's all them damn clothes she has, all those tour hauls she's ever done. Goals, man, that's a lot of clothes that she doesn't fit into, that if she keeps this weight loss up, like she says she's doing, she would have so many cute clothes to wear.
After any failure situation. But now it's like, when things like this happen, this only makes me want to do better and get better. I think that right there just goes to show how much I have changed. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this weigh-in. I'm sorry, I gained 3.8 pounds. Do not be too disappointed because I'm hoping to come back next week with a good weigh-in. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Oh, yeah. Hey guys, welcome to a new Wednesday weigh-in.
Why do I do that every time? Okay, so that wasn't that bad. I don't think she said literally through the whole thing. Good for her. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I believe her with the weight loss thing or whatever, but then again, she did say, I don't know, she's a really weird liar. So, I feel like if she does keep up what she says she's doing, she'll be okay. I'm at least proud of her for at least keeping her word, because she said that she was gonna vlog every day, and so far she's done it. And this is day 3, and if she keeps doing it, I'll keep going right to her channel, and I will watch it through her and give her the view. I don't mind. So if she does upload tomorrow, I will be back. Supposed to be beautiful in Chicago tomorrow, so it'll probably be later on at night because I think I'm going to my sister's house. So everybody have a good night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.